Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalam, ala khayri khalqillah, wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Amma ba'd. Ahabati fillah. Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala says fi Kitabihi al-Kareem, and this ayah we should contemplate and reflect upon, as with all the ayat of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. When Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala says في كتابه الكريم كيف تكفرون بالله وكنتم أمواتا فأحياكم ثم يميتكم ثم يحييكم ثم إليه ترجعون. Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala says في كتابه العزيز كيف تكفرون بالله. How is it that you disbelieve in Allah? وَكُنْتُمْ أَمْوَاتٍ, and you were dead. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brought us into existence. فَأَحْيَاكُمْ, and then He gave us life. He gave you life. فَأَحْيَاكُمْ ثُمَّ يُمِيتُكُمْ, then we are going to return to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We will die. ثُمَّ إِلَيْهِ تُرْجَعُونَ, and then to Him we shall return. And as Allah said, then you will return. Ahabati fillah. One of the things that will help us constantly in our ibadah and in our daily activities and our life and our interactions with others is realizing that all of us will return to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, being cognizant of death. Being cognizant of death. And the verse that we mentioned, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is posing a question, and it's like from the siga to ta'ajjub, of a surprise. Kayf, how? Kayfa takfuruna billah. How is it that you disbelieve in Allah? Kayfa takfuruna billah. How is it that you disbelieve in Allah? وَكُنْتُمْ أَمْوَاتٍ, and you were not in existence. لم يكن شيئا مذكورا. There was a time when none of us existed. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brought us life. But that's not sufficient for so many of us. We still deny Allah tabarak wa ta'ala. Wa'iyadhan billah. And for sure, even those who disbelieve in Allah tabarak wa ta'ala in totality, those people, they all acknowledge that they're going to die. How they choose to die, some people to the last bit of their life, they're still obstinate. They're still arrogant. And they want to go out as they live their life in a party, as if it was a big party, and as if what is waiting them is a big party. And the people come to celebrate. I think of it comes to mind a particular famous punk rock singer from the 80s and 90s, I believe, who was known for the most vile of things that he used to do on stage. Akramakumullah, he used to urinate on people, spit on people, and people thought that was valuable entertainment. And when this man died, they had, for his funeral, the people gathered together and they had a big party. Alcohol, drugs, encouraging zina, every kind of facade, because they thought in their minds he was beginning a new stage of partying in his life. But in fact, if he died upon what he was upon in this life, then there's no doubt that he did enter a new stage, and that was the life of al-Barzakh. And for him, it would be a painful torment. وَعِيَاذٍ بِاللَّهِ وَإِيَّاكُمْ مِنَ النَّارِ. Ahabati fillah, this shows us that we have to reflect. كَيْفَ تَكْفُرُونَ بِاللَّهِ. How is it that you deny Allah, that you disbelieve in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? And to him you will return. And to him you will return. Think about your elders that are beloved to you. And many others. But how close to death some of them are. Some of them in their 80s, their 90s. At any time, they can go. They will be gone from your life. In this life forever. They will just be a memory. So it's important that when they die, they don't die like the one who is included in that question. كيف تكفرون بالله? كيف تكفرون بالله? How is it that you deny Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that you disbelieve in Allah tabarak wa ta'ala? And he is the one who brought you forth, gave you life, and will give you death, and then to him you will return. Meaning there will be Yawm al-Qiyamah. There's Yawm al-Hisab. There's a time you will be resurrected and held accountable for how you lived this life. So it's very important for us to go back to the ayah where Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says to us, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu ittaqullaha haqqa tuqatihi wa la tamutunna illa wa antum muslimun. O you who believe, fear Allah haqqa tuqatihi, the fullest, with full taqwa, full God fearfulness, adhering to his commandments, avoiding his prohibitions. وَلَا تَمُتُنَّ إِلَّا وَأَنْتُمْ مُسْلِمُونَ. And don't die except in a state of as a believer. So this ahabati fillah is constant. It takes constant jihad and nafs. Constant jihad and nafs. That you are taking the time to constantly be cognizant of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, constantly fight your nafs, your desires, constantly fight your enemy, the shaitan, who will soon be locked up, walillahi alhamd, because of the holy month of Ramadan. This is what I wanted to remind myself and my brothers and sisters about. And I hope that Allah favors us with this holy month of Ramadan and to gain the immense benefit from it and not let the shayateen from amongst mankind and jinn to distract us from it. And may Allah bless us to prepare for it and to gain the barakah of it and the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that it begins with. May Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala bless us with the holy month of Ramadan to fully worship Him and Him alone, and benefit. Wa sallallahu wa sallam ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam.